A landmark court ruling has given criminals the green light to run away from police. Last week, a Melbourne magistrate court ruled that a man who left a Mexican restaurant, allegedly without paying, was not resisting police, even though he ran for nearly 500 metres before he was eventually arrested at Flinders Street Station. So what happened on the night when you asked Mr Hamilton to pay the bill?
Oh, they just walk out and they're trying to run away. And I have to chase them till outside.
Did you call police?
We did, yes.
Did you see what happened once the police arrived?
Yes, they ran away and then the police finally catch them. Yeah.
Today, the Herald Sun spoke to the man responsible for the ruling, Thomas Bevan. Mr Bevan said the ruling clearly states that people do not have to stop and talk to police.
You don't have to talk to the police if you don't want to, and you don't have to remain with the police unless you've been arrested.
And there's no charges possible if you run away from them?
Well, that's right, yeah, you can even run away, as long as you haven't been arrested.
Yeah. Do you think police will be surprised or unhappy with this kind of judgment?
Yeah, look, probably it might make their job a little bit more difficult in some cases, so I guess they might be a bit unhappy, but you know, obviously we have certain sort of rights, and it can be very inconvenient if someone can just be held by the police on fairly flimsy grounds, so that's why we require that someone be arrested before they can be held by the police.
I understand this is an Australian first.
Yeah, like it's the first case that I've managed to find, or it's the first case that I know of in Australia. There's similar sorts of cases in England.
The manager of the Taco Bill restaurant received a cheque in the mail for the outstanding amount just a week later. The man who was initially charged with not paying for the account, Andrew Hamilton, claims it was a case of mistaken identity. How do you feel about the guy who was eventually caught by police? He had charges of resisting police dropped. How does that make you feel?
Just feel sad because there's encourage people not to pay the bills, you know.
This is Paul Tatnell for theheraldsun.com.au.